Jai Hind students, welcome to physics lecture of grade 9. We were discussing about the equations of motion, and last time we also derived equations of motion without using graph. Today we will derive equations of motion by using the graph. So let's derive those equations of motion by a graphical method. So students, open your notebooks and start making the notes. This topic is very important. Equations of motion by graphical method. Result will be same, but the method is graphical. So let us start these equations of motion. Now, what we consider? Let's consider a body moving with initial velocity u, final velocity v, a acceleration, s displacement, and t is the time taken. Let's represent this change by means of the graph. Let us say this is the velocity time graph. Time graph. Here, this is the origin. Here, time is 0 and velocity is also 0. If I ask you initial velocity, what does it mean? It is the velocity in the beginning. What I want you to say? It is the velocity when you started observing a body. Let us say this marker is at rest. Now you are observing at this. Now if I say about the black marker, when it entered in the field of view, you found that it is moving, and with what velocity it was moving, that is its initial velocity. For you, you can say when time was 0, it was moving with the velocity of 1 meter per second. That 1 meter per second is its initial velocity. So what can we say? Initial velocity is the velocity at time 0. So since here we have assumed initial velocity u, so let us say this u is the initial velocity. Since body is having an acceleration a, so what will be the graph? The graph will be a straight line. Let us say body is having uniform acceleration, so graph is a straight line. And at time t, let us say this is the time t, velocity becomes v. So this is the point, b is the point where velocity is v and time is t, and a is the point which represents initial velocity. I think this is clear. Now all of us know that acceleration is given by slope of velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. And how we can calculate the slope? Calculation of slope is very easy. So first of all, what is the graph? Graph is here slope of AB. So how I can calculate the slope? Slope can be calculated by taking the difference of values along y-axis divided by difference of values along x-axis. And what are the values along y-axis are called? Y coordinates. And what are the values along x-axis are called? They are called the x coordinate. So if I consider point A, can you tell me what are its coordinates? u 0. And what about for the B? Coordinates of B are T, V. Now I am asking this question: is coordinate is A is having correct coordinates? Answer is no. Why incorrect? Because U is along Y axis. So I have to reorder them 0 followed by U. So coordinates of A are 0 U and coordinates of B are T, V. What T represents? Coordinate along X axis. And what V represent? Coordinate along Y axis. Right? So what is the acceleration? Acceleration is difference of coordinates for 2 points along Y axis. So what? So let me take first point A. Its Y coordinate is U, and what is its X coordinate? 0. Now for point B, what is its Y coordinate? It's V, and what is its X coordinate? T. Right? So what can I write? I can say that A equals to V minus, it's not V minus U, it is U minus V over minus T. Now cross multiply. If you cross multiply, it will be minus AT equals to U minus V. Now let's shift V here. So what we will get? V positive and AT there equals to U plus AT. Why AT is positive? Because it is negative on left hand side. When it is shifted to right hand side, it will be positive. Here V is negative, so when it is shifted to the left hand side, it will become positive. So this is the first equation of motion. I am repeating how to find out how to derive first equation. Very simple. Just say slope of velocity time graph gives the acceleration and calculate the slope. Slope calculation is very easy. Just write the difference of coordinates along y-axis divided by difference of coordinates along x-axis. And coordinates along y-axis are V and U, and coordinates along x-axis are 0 and T. So you can find out that. Now, in velocity time graph, we discussed two concepts. One is the slope, another concept was of the area. Can you tell me what does the area of velocity time graph indicates? It indicates the displacement. And S is displacement. So I am writing displacement. S, it is area under velocity time graph. And what is the velocity time graph? I can say area under AB. Can you tell me what is the area under AB? Area under AB, it forms a trapezium. This one area. So I am writing this point as a C. So this is area of trapezium. What is the trapezium? OABC. OABC. And what is the formula of area? Formula of the area is half multiplied by sum of parallel sides. What are the parallel sides? OA and BC. multiplied by the height. What is height? OC. Why OC is the height? Because OC is the perpendicular, and perpendicular is called the height, multiplied by the OC. Now can you tell me what is OA? This entire length is U. What is BC? BC is equal to V. And what is OC? OC is equal to T. Right? Now, what can I say? S equals to 1 by 2 U, and what is V here? U plus AT. Let me say this is equation 1. So what you will write? Because of 1. Why 1? Because V equals to U plus AT. Now I think you can solve now. What it will come? 2U plus AT. U plus U, 2U plus AT multiplied by T. So just open the bracket. You will have 2UT plus 80 square by 2. Right? So I can say S equals to UT plus half of 80 square. Right? So this is the second equation of motion. Now, similarly, write it again. S equals to U. S equals to area under velocity time graph. S is area of trapezium OABC, and area of trapezium is half sum of parallel sides multiplied by the height, and we get half U plus V by 2. So I am writing it again. So I am writing here again. S equals to 1 by 2 U plus V multiplied by the T. I think you know what we have to do right now. So what we have to do? Can you tell me? Here we substituted the value of V, and here we will substitute the value of T. So let me tell you, from 1 V equals to U plus AT, I can write V minus U equals to AT. My target is to find the T. So how can I find the T? I will send the A to denominator. Clear? T equals to V minus U by A. So I can write S equals to 1 by 2 U plus V multiplied by V minus U over A. Right? What this is? A common formula, x plus y multiplied by x minus y. What will be the answer? X square minus y square. Here I am writing 1 by 2 x square is U. I am writing which is positive. V is positive. So I will have V square, and one of the U is negative, and U is positive, and negative positive negative. So I am writing as the U square. Right? And divided by A. Now cross multiplying, 2AS equals to V square minus U square. Therefore, v square minus u square equal to 2as. So these are equations of motion, and these equations of motion are very important. In case if you find any problem in this, you have to take your doubt. So these are the equations of motion by a graphical method. That is very important. Now, let us do a few questions based on the equations of motion. So, let's do a questions based on the equations of motion. Listen everyone, if I ask you, give an example where velocity of a body is increasing, what example you will give? A very simple example, when you play with the ball, when ball is in the downward direction, when the motion of ball is in downward direction, you will say that velocity of the ball is increasing. Velocity increasing. And when you throw the ball upward, you will say that velocity decreasing. So can you tell me what is the name of acceleration that we give when velocity is decreasing? That is retardation or negative acceleration. And what is the name given to increasing velocity? It is positive acceleration. Clear? Now my question is, let us say this is an object, it is falling, right? My question is, why there is increase in the velocity? Why it is at rest? Why it increases speed? I have not thrown like this. Why? It is because earth is attracting this eraser. Earth is attracting this eraser. Because of that force, acceleration is developed in this eraser. Alright? Now, listen students, that acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. We will do this in detail in the chapter gravitation. Acceleration due to gravity. As far as this chapter is concerned, you should know acceleration due to gravity, it is represented by G, and its value is 9.8 meter per second square, and approximately sometime we take it as 10 meter per second square. Alright? Clear? Now if I ask, what is the acceleration in this case? You will say acceleration in this case is minus g. Why minus g? Because velocity decreasing. And what is the acceleration in this case? Velocity is increasing. Now, two concepts I am explaining you. Now this is the eraser. If I drop it, with what velocity it is dropped? Zero velocity, because I am not throwing. So here initial velocity is 0. So if I say when a body is dropped, what is its initial velocity? Initial velocity is 0. So these are very important points. Note, For downward motion, first point is A is plus G, and when a body is dropped, initial velocity is 0, right? And if I say for upward motion, A equals to minus G. What does this mean? Why A equals to minus G? Because its velocity is decreasing. Whenever you kick a football, let us say it moves up. It moves up. What happens at the point of maximum height? Its velocity becomes 0. Let's say I'm doing this. It fell down. No. When I caught, its final velocity is 0. You might have seen in the labor that somebody is throwing the brick upwards and another laborer is catching the brick. But why, when the bricks are to be brought downward, why there is no laborer to catch the bricks? It is because when the brick will reach to that laborer, it will reach with a very high velocity because acceleration is positive. So what I say, in upward motion, acceleration is minus G, and remember this point, at the point of maximum height, what I say, final velocity 0. V is representing final velocity and U is representing initial velocity. Keep these points in your mind, then you will be able to solve each and every numerical. So let's do this. Do these numericals. So note down, these points are very, very important. Now let me give you question. My question is, a body dropped from a height of 100 meter. A body dropped from a height of 100 meter. Alright? Calculate the velocity with which it hits the ground. Calculate the velocity with which it hits the ground. Note this statement of this numerical. A body dropped from a height of 100 meter. Calculate the velocity with which it hits the ground. Before solving this, thinking which formula will be applicable, let's find out what is given. Body is dropped. So what does it mean? U is 0. And when body is dropped, it moves downward. So what does it mean? Here acceleration is plus G. So I am taking its simple value, not 9.8. I am taking 10 meter per second square because it will make my calculation easy. Here 100, here is 10. If there is some calculation, I will directly get the answer 10. And I have to calculate V. What else is given? Height is also given. Let us say this S is 100 meter. Meter is a unit of distance. So here, this is the body which is dropped from a height of 100 meter. u0, I have to calculate this v. Now, listen everyone. To do such questions, write all three equations of motion. V equals to u plus at, v square minus u square equals to 2as, s equals to ut plus half of at square. Let's check it out. Do this. Now, can you tell me where all these four physical quantities I can find? U, A, V, S. In this, V, U, A, S is not there. So I won't use this formula. Here, V, U, A and S all are there. So I will use this formula. So take this formula, V square minus U square equals to 2AS. So here V is 0. Can V 0? No, V I have to calculate. And what is U? Is it 0? Yes. And what is 2? 2 is 2. What is A is 10. S is 100. So, V square equals to 2000. So, what is V? V is square root of 2000. Answer is meter per second. Now, can you solve this? I know I can write it as 20 multiplied by 100, and more properly 20 can be written as 4 multiplied by 5 square to 10. So this is 20 root 5 meter per second. Write the value of the 5 and root 5. You will get its answer. Alright? Okay. Another question that I am giving you. Again very simple. Like this. I am throwing the duster up. So when I caught, what is its velocity? 0. So what I am making a numerical? Let me make a numerical for you on the similar lines. My question is, a ball is thrown, to a height of 100 meter. To a height of 100 meter. Right? Find velocity with which ball is thrown. What you are given here, this is the say ball. Let us say it is thrown. It reaches a height of 100 meter. This is the height of 100 meter. I know here velocity is 0, but initial velocity I have to calculate. So what will be this? On the similar lines, now here V is 0, H is 100 meter, and what is this H? This is the distance covered, so I will writing directly as the S. Now what is A? G equals to 10 meter per second square. It is 10 meter per second square. You want some change? Okay, let me change this. Okay, I think you are so much powerful that you can throw up to a height of 500 meter. Right? Now it's okay? 500 meter, and what I have to calculate? I have to calculate the velocity with which it is thrown. Now, what formula I will use? Here again, V, S, A, U are given. So, use U plus AT, V square minus U square equal to 2AS, S equals to UT plus half of AT square. These are the formulas. Now, students, what I have written? V0 as 500, I agree with this. What is acceleration? Is it positive or negative? It is negative. Why? Because ball is moving upwards and its velocity is decreasing. So put here minus, right? Let's do this. What formula you will use? VSAU. VS is not there. VSAU. So I will use this formula again. V square minus U square equal to 2AS. What is V? 0. What is U? I have to calculate. What is A? Minus 10. What is S? Is 500. So minus U square is equal to minus 20 multiplied by 500. How much it will be? 10,000. Minus plus. So U is square root of 10,000. So I can say it is 100 meter per second. So here velocity is 100 meter per second, right? So this velocity is 100 meter per second. Okay, let's do one more question, last question of today's lecture. Now note down this. Now, again I am giving you a question. What the question is? A ball dropped from rest. When dropped, it means it is at rest. A ball dropped such that it reaches the ground in 3 seconds. A ball is dropped from certain height such that it reaches the ground in 3 seconds. Calculate the height. What is height? Height is also but distance. It's a vertical distance. Now, what? Ball is dropped. U is 0. Ball is falling downward. A positive or negative? Positive. E is G, that is 10 meter per second square. And what is S? S is, I have to calculate. And what else I am given? Time is given to be 3 seconds. Use 3 equations of motion. V equals to U plus AT, S equals to UT plus half of AT square, and V square minus U square equals to 2AS. Now, find the equation which is having VUAST, VUST. T is not here. UAST. V is here. Here V, I not require U. SAT. S is not here. Here I need USAT. So I will use third. S equals to UT plus half of AT square. What is U? 0. What is T? 3. What is A? It's 10. And what is T? 3 square. So 0 plus 5. 5 multiplied by the 9. It is 45 meter. So S equals to 45 meter. So ball is dropped from a height of 45 meter. Thank you and have a nice day. Don't forget to make its notes. Thank you.